Class 2 race for the first leg of the Triple Trio. It's the first of our features as well, the Volunteers Challenge Cup over the 1,200 metres, headed by Fabulous One. Of course, he was behind Amazing Kids last time out. Magic Legend takes a drop in class as well, also coming out of the Amazing Kids race. California Whip, runner-up last start behind I Victory. Blocker D was last on his last start. That was the I Victory race. Fortune Booth goes up in class for that last start win. Jumbo Luck, he's fresh up since November, down to Country Melody. He was also up in class and up in trip as well, with Eddie Lai in the saddle. We're at the touchscreen to have a look at the speed map for this one, Brett. And, well, the leader is where he likes to be most of the time. Fabulous One. He almost held on last time, had a massive odds. It
was a massive run from him, and we know that there's nothing in the race that can really match him for the early supremacy. There'll be a few that'll test him in the first 50, but then he'll just keep rolling. California Whip's going to take a drop in. E-Super sits there. Jumbo Luck might potentially have to work to get outside of Fabulous One if he wants that spot. If he doesn't, E-Super might even kick up and make him sit 3 deep. He's on return, coming back from a bleeding attack, Jumbo Luck, so he's going to struggle. I think that barrier makes it tricky for him. Magic Legend, I presume, would probably want to get onto the back of California Whip. I presume that Joe would probably want to get in front of Magic Legend and get that spot on the back of Fabulous One. There'll be enough tempo in the race for Fortune Booth to close off, but this is a tougher race for him. Some better horses to get over in the final stages, but he still looks like he's on the improve.
Yeah, he looked very nice last time, didn't he, Paul? What have you seen in the mornings?
Oh, Magic Legend is the one I'm going to show to start with here. I thought it was a really good run from him last start, and he's really keen down the back straight. This is a really good piece of work from him. I wouldn't be surprised if he kicked up and tried to keep California Whip out, actually, and get that trail. You can see he's super keen. He's going well.
Can he lead Fabulous One?
I don't know if he can lead Fabulous One, but he could let him go and let him trail. Blocker D's the last start winner. That was on the 2 starts ago. Sorry, on the all-weather. Comes now back to Happy Valley. Blocker D as well. He's a horse who's very fit. And E-Super, he's another one that from Barrier 3 should get a really nice run in transit as well. E-Super, but. Yeah, no, it's a good race, this one. Looking forward to this race.
Yeah, some decent sprinters going around, including Fabulous One. We touched on that run last time out. Was down in the end by Amazing Kids. Magic Legend got back and stayed on quite strongly.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good. Amazing Kids won this race. There's no Amazing Kids in this one. Magic Legend is the one I'm going to take both these into the numbers, because I think they've both been downgraded into this race, and this is a lot easier for both. Magic Legend, he's going to be a lot closer. He's never been to Happy Valley before, but just the way he races, and he's just a slight horse, I think he's going to be really suited by this course. So I'm going to take a chance with him.
Yeah, I think they're both chances. It's interesting with Fabulous One. He's been second 2 of his last 3, both times with a very light weight. Here he's got to carry the top weight, little claim there. So that'll maybe make him vulnerable in the stretch.
All right, OK, there's 2 to conjure with. California Whip's the next horse we're going to focus on and learn more about him with jockey Joe Moreira.
Joe, in the 4th race on Wednesday night, you rode California Whip, but you've also had a bit to do with Jumbo Luck. Was it your decision, though, to go with California Whip in the end?
Yes, it was. I just think that California Whip has got a good form in him. He's been running very well against some really good horses, and if he can produce that form again, he'll be right there.
They've recently put the blinkers on him. Do you think that will help?
I think so. He's been kind of looking around a little bit on his races, and I actually, 2 starts ago, when I rode him to a second, I kind of recommend to Tony, and I'm glad that he put it on him, so hopefully he do go one better than last time.
Last time, of course, you know how good that form is, second to I Victory.
Yeah, I Victory is a very special horse, as I've been saying, and I don't think that was a bad thing running second to him.
Drawn 2, there should be good pace in the race with Fabulous One, Elmer Baby, E-Super all in it. Can you see yourself taking a sit behind those sort of horses?
This horse, California Whip, he's been very lucky on his gates. The last couple of starts he's been jumping from inside ones, and once again he's going to have it the same way. Obviously I can't say exactly how I'm going to ride him, but because I've got to hear what the trainer is going to tell me. But I see him on the top 4. As you said yourself, is that he's a bit of speed on the race, and if he can be right there on the top 4, I think it's going to be on the strike position. So, yeah, I hope for the luck.
There you go, some positive noises there from Joe. You mentioned Jumbo Luck throughout the course of that interview as well. We're going to have a look at his trial coming in this, because he has been off the track since mid-November. So what's he shown us?
Well, he bled, so he's been forced off the track. But he's a very talented horse. There's been one or two runs where he sort of sat 1-1 and then loomed, and I think he lost his action one day for Brett Preble early on in his career, but he has shown some talent. He's reeled off some good fast times over the 1200 at Sha Tin. Joe's been aboard both his trials. Interesting there, he trialled against Baltic Whisper. The trial prior to that, he finished second to Baltic Whisper, and Baltic Whisper bolted up on the weekend. So it's solid form, but I would have thought if Joe felt he was a stronger chance than California Whip, he would have been riding.
Yeah, that's true. I'd snuck him in, though, because the best time to get these bleeders is fresh.
True.
Right, OK, and currently it's a $27 chance, but who's on top then, Paul?
Magic Legend, I really like this horse coming to Happy Valley. I think he'd be really suited by this particular course, and I think he can win. I'm going to make him the best there. I'm on top to beat E-Super at a price. Fabulous one, as Brett said, he's got to carry the bigger weight this time, but he is downgraded, and Jumbo Luck goes in fresh, 2, 8, 1 and 10.
I'm going to go with California Whip. I think, you know, that iVictory form, track record, it's the best, probably the second best run over 1,200 metres at Happy Valley in a long time, really, when you look at what happened with regards to the time that was recorded by the winner. Fortune Booth, I think, even though it's a harder race, he's still got progress in him. Fabulous one. And then I've got E-Super, Magic Legend, both there sort of on that fourth line, which is why they're in that tips for the trio. But I'd be happy to bank the 4 as the one to play it safe with regards to triple trios and exotic bets.
Yeah, I got California Whip as well, but I'm with Paul. Magic Legend on top, but hoping for a big run from Fortune Booth as well, because I was very taken with him last time. That's the Volunteers Challenge Cup.